Mom, I'm just 19. I just started my life and everything is going to be okay. I'm just trying to find my way. What does it mean to be a mother? What does it mean to be a good mother? Or more precisely, what to do when thoughts hit us saying, am I a good mother? The way I see it, and this is my experience only, and I have zero intention to preach or to give advice to anyone, but I do want to share. So let's make this short sharing space that comes from me outside to the world to you, hopefully helpful, but both for you and for me. Because also when we speak, we can hear things better and we can understand things better. So just 3 months ago, I was in Portugal in South visiting my friends, and I actually don't live with my kids in theory anymore. They are 22 and soon to be 20. And they live together, they're roommates, they are renting their own space. And I am visiting them from time to time. But since the land in Portugal where I live in a community burned pretty severely and I couldn't go back, I actually spend a little bit more time with them. But I did go to Portugal because I wanted to rejuvenate myself and nurture myself with experiences of being in the sunshine, in the warm climate, during the cold winter in Croatia. So I went there for 2 weeks. I had a beautiful time. And then I started feeling that my kids need me, but not in a way that I will now go back and help them with this and this and that. But I felt that I need to support them energetically. So to be in the space where they are and just be loving presence, loving kindness that I am. And hopefully that will lift them up and support them in where they are now, feeling stuck, let's say. But the funny thing is that I realized that I was actually trying to fix, trying to help, trying to support, although I packed it in a really very light and very conscious and very, let's say, spiritual way. But actually, I wanted to help them and fix them with like specific and concrete ideas and to do the brainstorming or whatever, where they actually didn't ask me that. And where they actually also didn't want that. So I felt then, after spending, I think, almost 3 months, I think, maybe 2.5, since I came back from the south of Portugal to be with them in my energy, I realized that I need to step back, that I need to move myself away for two reasons. One reason is that I need to live my life and not live their life anymore. And the second thing was that I need to let them be free to do things, change things in their own pace. Cherry on top was my son, who will soon be 20 in 2 weeks, um, who told me, Mom, just to confirm that what I'm speaking, who is very wise. And he says one sentence and like This one sentence is worthy of like an hour with a therapist often. That's my experience. He said, Mom, I'm just 19. I just started my life and everything is going to be okay. I'm just trying to find my way and find myself. So just let me be. Let me do it in my own way. And for me, it was mind blowing realization that I really need to step back. But to come back to the beginning of the introduction of the video, when I said that I have doubts and questions, am I a good mother? Where I was thinking, oh, wow, I'm now leaving them. I'm abandoning them because I'm now going to live my life and they need me there. That is a really, really, really old story. And this story is alive today in the world, in the society, in our, let's say, planetary field where we live in. And I felt it so strongly that I actually had doubts, although I already in the past 5 years clearly experienced my children telling me how much they respect that I respect their choices, I respect their pace. I slipped into the energy of the collective. And if I decide to see things in a new way, then it means this. I will zoom out. I will take the bird's eye perspective. My eagle is the animal, spirit animal that came to me last year and brought so much clarity. So if I take the bird's eye perspective and if I see this life as a game, as something that we come here intentionally to experience, then it is very much clear that everything that is happening is supposed to happen. That there is no mistake, that I'm not wrong, that I'm not a bad mother or abandoning mother or whatever label we want to put on ourselves, but to really go into our own lives fully so that we can play this game fully. Meaning, if I put the dark cloud above my kids with my fears, with my worries, with my thoughts that I will fix things, I will help them improve, this is not me allowing them to live their lives fully. Of course, that doesn't mean that or I will tell them I'm gone now and forget about me. No, I am here. I am support as long as I'm alive, but only if they invite me, only if they ask that from me. So as I am coming into the deeper knowing of my own life and my own role of being a mother, but also being a living being and expressing this here with you, I hope that this brought a little aha moment to you also. The other perspective that I forgot to say is from taking the bird's eye perspective, I assumed, told you that if we assume that we came here to play this game called life and that everything is happening for a reason. Also, if we don't believe that, if we go into a different option, saying that none of this has any sense, that is even reason more just quit and cancel our focus and force to improve things, fix things, fix our children, because the topic today is children. But to really have trust, surrender, open hearts, walking through life with our deep, deep, deep hope that everything is happening in its own way, in its own pace. One other very important aspect is I have no idea, and you have no idea, and none of us has idea what is going to happen tomorrow. So if I now believe that some, let's say, maybe decisions of my kids are, in my mind, not good because they will lead them towards an end that I perceive that it is going to happen, this is totally wrong because I have no permission and I have no idea that it is going to end like that because future didn't happen yet. In other words, it will happen if I will focus my fear so much on that goal to happen that actually then it will manifest. Because the most powerful emotion besides love that is supporting manifestation of things that we visualize is fear. When we experience fear, it goes deep, it goes hard, it goes all in, babe. It's like in every single cell of our being. And think, if I really put all this energy, all these emotions of fear into the end goal that I don't want to see for my kids, I'm actually creating exactly that end goal. So living in the here and the now, accepting the fact that they are grown up, that they had a beautiful childhood, the best childhood that I could provide for them. I can do nothing else but trust, surrender, share love, feel love, and live my own life. I wish you safe.